Hey, what up? It's Pika calling in from Singapore. It is Tuesday night, you guys. Um, Today was my second day off, and it was kind of quiet. Dropped the kid off at school this morning and came back home. I was planning on going to the park to write, but I figured I'd come back home instead. Came back home and ended up catching up with some emails and stuff that I had in my inbox. So I had one young lady message me and say she wanted to do an interview. We wanted to broadcast the interview on like a podcast or whatever, so that would be kind of cool. So she asked me for talking points, and she told me what she had in mind as far as the episode's theme for when she would interview me. So I had to put that together this morning, which was kind of exciting. We should be recording that early September and releasing it, so we'll see how that goes. And what else? Let's see. Oh, I caught up with my boy in Denmark, and he was talking about his new release that's coming out too. So he tried to send the file to me, but I wasn't able to open it. So we'll see what goes on. But the track's name is Mon Frere, and the artist's name is Darius Ravishankar. So hopefully that will come out soon as well. I'm not exactly sure when. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to hear the track itself. What else? I have been working on my blog as usual. I went back through the original tutorial that I used to create the website itself and found no help whatsoever as far as making sure that the featured images, the tiles are about the same size. So I need to go do some research on that and see what else I can find. In the meantime, I did get a bunch of files sent over from Scholars Inc. that I need to go over before tomorrow. So I've gone over some of them. I haven't really taken notes like I should, but hopefully with a little bit of time, I'll be able to get that done this evening, and then I'll be ready for her tomorrow. I did do some cooking today, though. I made some fried rice with bacon and eggs. It's kind of like a breakfast rice, I guess. I don't know. But fried rice and eggs, and then I actually made baby girl's favorite dessert. It's a brookie, which technically is half cookie. The bottom half is chocolate chip cookies, and the top half is brownies. But the way that I make it is it kind of melds together. So the bottom part is a little bit dense, but the top part is crunchy, and oh my god, it's so good. If I do say so myself, it's very, very good. Yeah, so it was a lot of cooking. Picked up baby girl about 5 o'clock or so, came back here, and just watching her dance around the room and enjoy herself. She was super hungry when she got home, so I was lucky that I had taken the time to cook before I went to go get her. So her dinner was ready already. We're having a little trouble with her going to sleep on time. She suddenly is overthinking things and suddenly needs to go to the bathroom every 5 seconds. But I've told her she needs to just, focus on her breathing. Listen to how she breathes in and out, and maybe that'll help her drift off to sleep a little bit easier anyway. But we'll see. Right now she's finally fallen asleep. But that wasn't before like 3 or 4 trips to the bathroom, which weren't very productive at all. But she went anyway just in case. I will admit that I have started out working out once again. I started yesterday, and it's just a simple like 7-day a week kind of different targeted areas just to get me moving, get me loosened up and stuff. I feel so much stronger once I work out, but y'all know me. Once that hangover sore kicks in a little bit, I kind of get a little more meek about working out again, and it's like, oh no, it hurts too much to work out, and it becomes a rest day, and then becomes a rest week and rest month, and that the rest is history at that point. So I am hoping today was day 2, and I've successfully completed both workouts, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I wasn't all that sore today, at least not in the beginning. In the evening time is when it started kicking in a little bit, like my legs were a little bit tighter than they were this morning. So I'm doing good. I started over. Not everyone starts over. Some people, when they've taken too many days off and feel like they've lost all the momentum, they tend to quit altogether, which I'll never do that. I won't quit. I'll forever be starting over. But if I can get the momentum going and actually get through 7 days in a row, that would freaking be a miracle. I haven't done that yet. No, I'll take that. I've done it once. But yeah, once in the last 4 years is not really good either, right? So I'm actually really excited. I feel really good. I feel strong. I feel a little more limber than I was a week ago, and I think that it's driving my hunger, my appetite back as well, so that's a good thing. I have a bet that I will gain 5 kilos in the next month. Mostly because being sick so often, I've lost a lot of weight, you guys. Like, I have no cheeks. I have hollow cheeks. You can see my cheekbones a lot, which I guess a lot of people are trying to do that anyway. They want that angled jawline. A lot of the Asians do because they have like kind of that roundish face. They want an angled jawline, but mine is like super angled and I don't need to contour at all. It's very, very, very angled. So I'm trying to fill them out a little bit more. So hopefully eating better, eating more often, and working out will help me with that. As for tomorrow, I'll be back at work tomorrow. I need to catch up with my trainer as to what I'm doing for work, to check in with her because we have a meeting with Growth Tribe, like I mentioned, on Thursday. So I'll start my training with them, my intense training, to see if I can't get on the same page with them and take over whatever it is that they've like set up as far as Facebook ads, sales funnels, pitch decks, all that stuff. So I'm actually really excited. This is the kind of stuff I've been wanting to do anyway, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So I'm quite excited about that. This week is going to be kind of quiet. I feel like there's a lot going on. I kind of need to keep my head down a little bit and really focus. My focus hasn't been there in the last several weeks. As much as I talk about my goals and everything, yeah, I do have my goals and I do hit some of them. I don't hit all of them though. And I know if I just hit all of them and made it into a habit somehow, I wouldn't have to think about it so much. It wouldn't be such a stretch to be like, okay, what else do I have to do today? It'd be like clockwork. By 9 o'clock in the morning, I post on Instagram. By 10:30, I've gotten a blog post, like stuff like that. I want it to be consistent. I want it to be like second nature every day, that I keep doing all these things. And that way it'll leave me room to do more. I can add another thing here and there, Oh my God, the blogs. As much as I love to write, I suddenly just hate writing and don't want to write. But I mean, I have plenty of prompts to write with. I just need to get around to writing them. I don't know. Maybe I'll start taking my lunch breaks and write them while I'm at work or something. We'll see. I'm going to go back to packing lunches. I don't like spending money where I don't have to. And I feel like lunch is one of those places where we tend to spend more than we need to. Excuse me. So, yeah. My focus needs more focus, and I'm working on that. So from here on out, I'm trying to make sure that, I don't waste my time as much. And in actuality, it's not really wasting my time. When I talk to people, when I have a conversation with people, I'm getting to know them better. I'm letting them get to know me better. We're building a relationship of some sort, and I feel like that's something we don't take enough time to do. As much work as I have to do, yes, it's busy work. It's not really the meaningful kind of work. Eventually it will be if someone were to, go through the body of work that I produce and read it carefully and let it sink in and then see if they, vibe with whatever message I'm trying to give out or whatever. But speaking to people, you build that bond so much faster. And I feel like we should be doing more of that. And at the moment, I don't. Maybe one day I'll be like Gary Vee and I'll have like 40 meetings in a day. But until then, I have, 5-6 conversations a day with different people. And if I show them that compassion that I know I have, if I pay attention to what they're saying and try and identify with whatever pain points they have going on, I know I can make a difference. And 5 or 6 a day, that's pretty damn impressive as well. It's not easy work, and I'm not saying that I'm brilliant at it, but to be able to touch 5 lives a day. Can you say you do that? Do you improve 5 lives a day? I mean, I don't know if I improve them or not, but I do touch 5 people at least a day. So I feel like I do make a difference. I feel like talking to them makes a difference to me. And so, I mean, why not? Why not have it be mutually beneficial to both parties? So, focus. My focus needs more focus, a lot more focus, and it's coming. I can feel it. I know if I just get it into gear, I know it'll work out. I know everything will work out. I've been looking a lot at law of attraction again and mindset. I know I talk to you guys about that stuff all the time, and it's easier to tell you how to do it than it is for me to put it into practice. So I'm looking at the end result. I'm looking at how I feel if I have what I'm looking to gain at the moment. If I begin with the end in mind and I focus on the feelings that I would have if I achieve or when I achieve that end goal, and it tends to draw more traction anyway. So I'm looking for that right now. I'm working on it myself. I told you that I was reading Pam Grout's E Squared book, and that's actually pretty damn amazing. She has several experiments that you can do in real life, and one of them actually was to set an intention to receive some kind of guidance from the universe, from the force, if you will. And it has to be specific or very clear type of guidance from the universe. It can't be any kind of coincidental stuff, because you want to be able to differentiate whether it's coincidence or if it's actually like, something speaking to you. And then you give it a deadline of 48 hours. And as of tomorrow, I think, tomorrow noon-ish, that'd be my 48 hours that's up. And I gotta say, The Secret kind of reared its head. I know what The Secret is. I have an idea of what it is. But you know what? I hadn't really watched it until today. And it drove a lot of points home, and it reminded me of all the things I already knew. Honestly speaking, knowledge is not new. The knowledge is out there already. It just depends on if you identify with it, if you believe in it, if you want it to be true or whatever, and then you kind of set about your life proving that particular fact because it's important to you. So the information is not new. The delivery is always new, depending on who's delivering it. And a lot of times in sales, what you're actually doing is buying the person delivering rather than buying the information. I'm actually kind of excited to look back and reflect and see what all happened in the last 48 hours. There are 8 different experiments that I need to complete after this one. So, why not? Why not believe a little bit and try and see if you can really experiment with the force? I think it's pretty damn phenomenal. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go back and focus on my focus and see if I can get some work knocked out so that I'm not struggling tomorrow at work. At the office. All right, y'all. Tuesday, right? So y'all have a great Tuesday, and I will catch you again tomorrow. Okay? Take care. Bye.